Good morning. Welcome everyone. Come on in, get your space set up. We have a little bit of time before we get quote unquote started. I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga, and this is our home yoga practice live. I am deeply grateful to be able to share practice with you all in the way that we have been able to. It has certainly helped me grow and find ways to connect with you in aspects of practice that I find to be integral and greatly important. So come on in, feel free to say hello, typing into the comments. Today, this week the focus has been body-mind connection and how are we connecting in with our bodies. That yogic practices are integrative practices so that we're not solely in our mind as we live and walk on the earth, and not solely in our bodies, but have them all work together in their healthiest way. So of course it benefits me to keep this frame as healthy as it can for my mind, and to keep the mind as healthy as it can be to serve my body. Today, not only will we work some mind-body aspect and bring that into our home space, I know for myself that I have really felt some eye fatigue from devices, from reading, also from trying to see my way into the future, see my way through something that feels stressful. And so I've been putting undue strain on the visual field, and sometimes I know I need to bring my practice into eyesight, and I thought it would be a great way to, it would be a great topic, a great theme for our home yoga practice. So I'm going to give it my best shot. Let's start in child's pose, if that is a comfortable place for you. So being able to come to our hands and our knees. Maybe put a blanket down underneath of your knees if your knees are uncomfortable. If being on your knees is not comfortable for you, feel free to lie down on your back or on your belly in any way that you find fit. So I'm going to widen my knees and sink my hips back and let my upper body sink. And if you can, get your forehead, that space in between your eyebrows, in contact either with the mat, your own hands. Go ahead and do so. Just take a few breaths to arrive on your mat. Let go of expectations and really come to listen and find out what's going on before we impose what we think we know on the moment. Feel your bones in your flesh. Can your bones sag in the flesh? Or is the flesh tensing around your bones? Can the body find ease up and down with the breath? Or is the mind tensing around the body and breath? And let that contact around the third eye at the eyebrow level, that contact inform you. Is it tight? Is it tense? Is it a real sensitive area? Is it dull? Maybe right here, move your eyeballs around in the eye sockets and notice how it feels to have some isolated stimulation, so that you're spending intentional time with your eyes. How tired are they? What relief do they need? What strength do they need? What new stimuli do they need? Now lengthen the arms forward and look at my hands. Look at my arms. Look at my mat. See where I am. Try to turn the mind off, so don't criticize or judge. We're just saying, okay, that's my skin. That's my shadow. That's what my eyes are delivering to me. Something blurry, something shiny, something bright. Feel the breath in the body. Eyes open and breathe in. Come forward. Exhale, sink it back. So can we keep the eyes open as we go forward and back? Notice the intensity of the muscles in your head, around the eyes, back of the head, as you're going back and forth. Maybe notice your shadow dancing, different colors that you're aware of. Whether your eyes are feeling tired or they're really kind of relaxed and enjoying not having to deliver something to you with precision. Good. Let's shift forward to hands and knees. Tuck the toes and start to let the butt lift, head coming down. Now this is downward dog. If this is too strenuous on the upper body, first thing you could bend the knees a little bit and let the upper body hang. If this is still too much, allow the knees to come down, coming to tabletop for a breath, and maybe try another, or just hang out with your knees down. Nothing strenuous in the body. Listen to the body. If it's telling you, hey, yo, I can't hold this for very long, bring it down. We're not here to have our mind dominate our body. Breath in. Breath out. Can you let your head go, eyes open, and see the world from this different perspective? Let your visual field see things upside down. See your toes, your ankles, the creases in your skin. And lower the knees down. Sink it back to child pose. Look forward. Eyes open. Now I'll bring the hands behind me, inner thighs together, and I'll bring the very top of my head to the floor, close to the knees. Again, eyes open as we start to lift the hips gently into rabbit. Now this may not be for everyone, okay? So there's a little bit of pressure to being on the head. We do want to lift the shoulders away from your ears to decrease the amount of pressure down on the neck. Eyes open. If you're getting dizzy, if your eyes are getting blurry, you're feeling pressure in your head, come down. Inhale, let the belly breathe. Exhale, eyes open. Relax your gaze. Let your eyelids be heavy. Feel this stimulation of grounding in our vision. And lower the hips down. And let's come to sitting up on the knees. And we'll do a few neck rotations. Now eyes closed. Lightly, gently, no rush. Breathing, feeling. Change direction. Now let the eyelids lightly open and let your gaze go with whatever it sees as we're letting the neck find expression. And we're feeling the spine. Perhaps let that vision, even though the eyes are open, come within. What are you seeing about the sensations around the shoulder blades, the sides of the neck, center of the neck, jaw, throat? Allowing ourselves to start to map inward and come to a neutral space. We'll bring the hands out in front of us. Breathe in as we come forward, eyelids open, Exhale, downward dog. Maybe briefly, perhaps your knees are soft. We're here to listen to the body. What is lengthening and expanding, creating space, like opening a window for a spring breeze to come in. Breath in, breath out, eyes open. Relax your gaze. You're not making demands of your eyes either, so just let them relax. Left knee down, keep the eyelids relaxed. Step the right foot up. Breathe in and lift the upper body. Hands down, feel the body. We're listening to what it says yes to. Step the left foot up and just hang out, eyes open. How are we seeing how our bodies move? What they need, what they're trying to express. Roll the spine up, eyelids open. What are we noticing as our eyes trace across our own body? How are we speaking to ourselves? Breathe in and rise. Exhale, forward fold. Your knees can be soft. Breathe in, lift the chest up a little bit. Make room for the breath. And then step the right foot back, bringing the knees down, eyes open. And take your time to come up in a kneeling warrior. Maybe those hips are asking to sink down. Maybe they trust to sink down. Eyes open. What do we look up to? Don't strain. Let vision arrive to you. We don't force vision to come. Hands down. Stepping that left leg back. Find your hands and knees plank or an extended plank. Lowering down and see the journey of you coming down into the earth. And lengthen the legs. Breath in. Lift the chest. Keep the hips down. Cobra, feel the belly. What do we see inside of ourselves as the breath is coming in and out? Exhale to down dog or tabletop. Breath in. Breath out. Squeeze the eyelids shut tight. Open the eyes wide. And we'll bring the knees down. Find whatever child's pose works for you. Maybe knees wide. Maybe you want to change it. Feel yourself as a unified being. A being of flesh and movement, a being of sight, of breath. A being of spirit and soul. One. Just one. Eyelids lightly closed now, so don't clench the eyes shut. And we'll reach those arms back out, positioning them to be able to come to tabletop. But we're going to go through that same sequence. Eyes closed. So already just feel that in your body. Take in that information. Observe whether there's any hesitation or fear. What do we know that keeps us safe? Perhaps use your hands right now and feel the side edges of your mat. What do you know when your gaze is only within? And we'll breathe in and come forward when we feel safe to do so. What's already changed about the journey, about our experience in a physical body, in a soul body, in an inner visioning body, unified, tucking the toes, feeling the hips lift, allowing the head to release. And feel releasing of our effort and our energy, surrendering to the shape, surrendering to gravity, surrendering to what is, and trusting. Trust what we feel more than what we see. Breathe in. Exhaling, bring the right knee down. So hear that. We're going to bring the right knee down, stepping the left foot up. How scary does that feel to move, or foreign with our eyes closed? We'll bring our hands to the left knee for stability, coming up into the kneeling warrior, perhaps keeping the hands on the left thigh, and then feel out whether the hips want to sink. How much trust, how tentative are our movements? Could we lift the chest a bit? Maybe even turn the face upward with the eyes closed. How does this feel? How does it make our spirit feel? This level of surrender, this level of seeing inside of us, feeling the wobbles, feeling our heat. Hands down to the floor, tuck the right toes, stepping the right leg up to meet the left. Now we're feeling both feet on the earth, eyes closed, maybe grabbing opposite elbows. Allow that upper body to hang. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe loosen the jaw. Release the arms. Perhaps you're observing an urge to open your eyes. What is it that you need to see? What is it that we've actually fully seen on this internal landscape? What do you see in the inside of your head, inside of your skull? How are you seeing your jaw and your throat right now? How are you seeing the air currents of breath? We'll gradually, slowly bend the knees, rolling the spine upward. Feeling the body find balance without guidance of our outer vision. And let's breathe in and reach upward. Feel the palms come together. Maybe turn your face upward again. Experience your breath, visualize your breath with these eyes closed. Exhale, coming forward. How is this informing us about a unified body, a unified spirit? Unified in our vision. We're going to step the left leg back and bring the left knee down. And it's quite all right if we start to notice, I took a peek. That's okay. And then how do we treat ourselves when we see that we had a need, that was a safety blanket of sorts, to be able to see the outside world with our outer vision. Bringing ourselves up onto the kneeling space, maybe using the hands on the right knee to guide us. Feel your legs. Feel how you're rooted and stable on the earth, or wobbly. Maybe it's a little bit of both. Can we go with the flow? Some of us may feel like we wish to trust to reach the arms up gradually. Maybe our base, our support, is so secure it'll sag and sink down. And we'll breathe in permission, and we'll breathe in fluidity. Breathe in flexibility, less about the body and more about a willingness and a non-attachment. And we'll bring the hands down to the floor. Good job if you've still got those eyes closed. Make sure that you're not putting a trauma on yourself, all right? And we'll bring both knees back, find whatever plank works for you. So if having your eyes closed doesn't feel safe, you know what works for you. And it's all right to step into a space of bravery and step back and say, that was enough for today. Breath in whatever plank is yours. Exhale, eyes closed, lowering down to the earth. Feel the earth getting closer and closer to you. Breathe in as you lift for Cobra, lifting the upper body and top of the head toward the earth, hips sinking, toward the heavens, hips sinking to the earth. Don't inhibit the breath. Want the breath. Invite the breath. You need the breath. And a child's pose. Now choose. Do you need to open those eyes? Are you good with your eyes being closed? What has changed about your perspective? We'll bring the hands back to the ankles or heels once again and do another rabbit pose. This time choose, eyes open or closed. Rolling to the top of the head. Try not to bring your head onto the forehead on the floor, and certainly don't roll so far back as to be on the back of your head. So we'll hold ankles, pant legs, whatever you can grab a hold of. Head down here. And then slowly rolling onto the top of the head. Replacing our connection with standing on the earth from our feet to our head. Slide the shoulders up to the sky. Can you keep that as a constant lift without straining? Breathe in. Breathe out. What do you see? What shades of light, what colors, what shapes? How are you breathing? How is your visual field informing you about what you need and about what's possible? And we'll lower those hips down. Good. Let's lengthen the arms out and bring the forearms down. Trying not to let the hands come together. And we'll shift forward, chin over thumbs, and look up. Feel the chin, eyes open, open the eyes wide. Exhale, push the butt up, drop the head down. Maybe straighten those legs, pushing the heels back. Eyes open, breathe in, dolphin. Exhale. New perspective. New way of seeing. Can it be easier? What can you do right here to ease up? And lower those knees down. Coming forward to hands and knees. Good. We're going to twist the right arm open. Let your gaze go up to the right hand. Breathe in. Breathe out. And thread the needle. We're going to bring the back of that right shoulder, your right ear to the floor. Eyes open. Lengthen that left arm forward. Sinking in your hips. Finding your breath. Where do your eyes fall? Where are you directing them? Can you relax your gaze? Feel that slight pressure on the right side of your temple. Feel proximity of the earth to your eyes. Seeing on the ground level. Bringing this left arm in. Slide that right arm out. Root down through the right arm. Look at the right arm and then twist and let the gaze follow up to that left hand. Feel connected. Right arm, left hand, because you saw them. Breathe. You can see reaching, being expressed through your arms, through your hands. And then we'll thread the needle. Did you feel the body giving you what it could for you to find that reach and that vision? Lengthening that right arm forward, left cheek down, left ear down. Eyes falling where they will, gaze-wise. Maybe you want to close them. Are they fatigued? Can they remain open and still be recharging and not be draining? Are we aware of what drains our eyesight, our poor eye orbs? Breathe in, breathe out. Now bring this right arm in, press down through it, and ease that right shoulder out from under us. Now eyes closed, and revolve the chest open to the right, pressing down through that left arm. Feel the shoulders, the arms broadening, chest open. Breath giving us life. Twist a little bit more. Turn your gaze to the right. Eyes are still closed. How are we experiencing this differently? Are we still here? Are we still a unified being? Are we the same? Are we different? Are we more? And thread the needle. Bring the back of that right shoulder down. Right ear down. Let your body weight sink. How are we seeing ourselves? Do we just see ourselves as an orb of red? An orb of different varying colors or shapes? Are we seeing ourselves as a texture, as a sensation? Are we seeing ourselves as an emotion or a thought? As a molecule, as a speck of dust? How are you seeing you right now? No pressure. Don't force vision. We'll bring the left hand in, easing our way out. Eyes still closed, feeling ourselves rising without having outer vision, trusting that we know how to stand secure, safe from within. Rooting down through the right arm, revolving and twisting, letting that gaze turn up to that left hand, feeling all of the physicality and the structure that's necessary for us to open, to move, to give action, and to see, trusting that we can be guided from a vision within. Breath in, breath out. No strain in the neck, eyelids heavy, feeling the urge that wants to open those eyes. What are you saying to yourself and your spirit self about it? And we'll thread the needle. Feel the body releasing that energy. Feel the body allowing us to ground down, finding a stop point, resting on the shoulders, letting the side of the face give us rest, feeling the muscles trust to soften and let go. Be guided by that insight that knows that this is safe, that this is true, that the energy we're cultivating is inside, not outside. Honor and respect the energy that we take in through our eyes. And some of that energy is draining, is depleting, toxic and tainting. And some of the energy we're drawing in or need to draw in is inspiring, loving, joyous, and free. Maybe reflect on the types of energy your eyes have been assaulted with or blessed with, and hear them tell you what they need. We'll bring this right hand in and ease that left shoulder out from under us. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Your version of down dog. If you would prefer to do a dolphin, maybe a dolphin, inverting, letting the head hang beneath the heart. Eyes open or closed. At this point you're choosing, and even if they're open, can they be open with no intensity, with no demand from our mind, full acceptance of what they have to give and what they reflect to us, what they show us, what gets revealed. And I'll bring those knees down, coming to a sitting space. Crossing the legs in whatever position works for you. Now, talk us through the Brahmari Pranayama. And so that sometimes it's also called the Bumblebee Pranayama because we're going to make a humming sound. So I'll talk about some of those aspects because when we get started, hearing may be difficult. All right. So we're going to take the thumbs and seal off our ear canal with, you can seal over with the triangular cartilage flap, that real tough cartilage flap that's right there. And we'll let the fingers drape over the eyes. Now you can completely close it off so that you can't see. Some like to keep little slats between our fingers so that we can see. So again, not trying to trigger anything about having our eyes being forced shut. So if you know that that's not a safe space for you, leave the eyes open, but just a little covering. Okay, I'm going to close. I'm going to bring the hands in a way that you wish. If you're sealing the fingers completely, just a light touch on the eyeballs themselves, okay? Feeling that contact on the eye orbs. We're going to inhale, and then on the exhale, allow a with all of that sealed. Warning, if you've not done this, it's going to feel pretty loud and vibrational, buzzy. See if you can feel safe with that. If anything doesn't feel safe, as always, do pause, stop, quit it altogether. But if you're finding it to be pleasant or something that you're wishing to explore, try to soften all of your flesh and allow this vibrational experience through your whole body as well as through the eyes themselves. And notice what we see. We'll do 3 Brahmari Pranayamas. If you need to, go ahead and put your back against a wall for support. All right? Sometimes sitting upright can be some work on the core. We've already done some work in our body today, so let's listen. We're here to be an integrated being in our bodies. When you're ready. Seeing and listening at the same time. when you're through, release the arms. Eyelids open or close, whatever you're choosing. Maybe a little bit of both. How are you experiencing your existence in your visual field right now? I'm going to drop my left ear toward my left shoulder, bringing my left hand up by the right ear, and a gentle pull downward for a side bend in the neck. Eyelids open and heavy. Breath in. Breath out. Try to look into the back of your head. And that's a technique that tends to allow for the muscles in the optical area to relax, to soften, to move in a new way. Rather than pressing to focus outward, the muscles kind of retract to try to bring that focus into the back of your head. Breath in. Breath out. Release the arm. Slowly roll the chin downward toward the center of the chest. And we'll switch legs. And then roll over to the other side. Eyelids open. Right hand up by the left ear. Pulling down ever so gently, dropping that left arm down. Eyes closed now or open, but relax the eyes. Gaze toward the back of your head. Feel your eyes receiving this intentional time that you're spending with them, not asking anything of them, other than to see how they are. Hear your breath. Release the arm. Chin rolling down toward the center of the chest. Good. Let's clench the eyelids tight. Clench your jaw. Now lift the gaze, tilt the head back, open the jaw, open the eyes wide. Open the eyes wide. Can you cross your eyes? Good. Now tilt the chin down, clench the chin, squeeze the eyes tight. And now lift the chin, tilt the head back, lift the throat, open the jaw, open the eyes wide. Good. Come to a neutral space. Lightly close the eyes. Neck rotation as slowly as we can. Sitting upright in the chest. Hear your breath. Feel the neck area of the physical body getting attention. Change direction. How related is our neck and our throat to our vision? Articulating our vision, activating our vision, or letting the vision come down so that we can embody it, so that we can vocalize it. Is the chute of the neck and throat as a conduit, is it clear? Is it open? Or is it too tight to let our visioning come down and through? For us to see it clearly so we can embody it. We can fall in love with it. We can put energy toward it, coming to center. Nice. Let's lengthen the legs out. Go ahead and look at the feet as we point and flex. And take your vision into seeing your body and see it respond to you. what toes move, what sections of your feet are moving. Can you appreciate that there's activity going on that maybe you weren't familiar, that something angles this way first and then that way second? Let your eyes see what is going on in your body. How your skin crinkles and stretches in certain areas. Look at your hairs, any scars, any calluses. Open the toes. Can you spread them wide and can you see them trying? Can you see attempt, the action of attempting? That's what it looks like. That's what you trying looks like. We'll press the backs of the legs down and look at the legs respond. This is you activating to be stable and rooted. And I'm going to twist, chin level, rise through the back of the head, eyes open. Exhale, coming forward and see your vision coming closer into your foundation. And let your eyes close, let the neck go. Feel your proximity of your head with your legs. Feel the proximity of your dreams into the legs and the area that carry you into your dreams, that make it happen. Roll the spine up. Feel the body responding, your back and your spine, all the parts that had to help you along the way. And we'll twist, eyes open. Exhale, come forward. Honor and respect how close you can get. Bringing that visual field down into your ground, into your foundation. Love what you see. Love how you're being held. And roll the spine up. Sorry, we didn't close the eyes there, so maybe close the eyes as you come up, keeping the eyes closed as you go down, trusting that your legs have you. Feel your legs holding you. That's the way that they can. And love what you're feeling about it because you are being held. And roll the spine up. Don't put parameters on how you're being held. Love that you're being held at all. We'll strengthen that foundation over time, but love how you've gotten here. And we'll come to center and eyes open. Start to walk forward. Many of us are going to stop right here. Others may actually listen to the body and does it want to lower you down to the elbows. What do you see moving forward in the base that you have? Are we accepting that that's as close to the vision, that's as close to getting to it as we're going to get right now? And are you loving every bit about it? Embodying the vision, embodying the limitation and feeling it. And accepting that this is as far as we're getting right now, and we are still embodying our vision. Lightly close the eyes. Soften the flesh of your neck, your throat, your arms, your spine, your belly. See yourselves from the inside out. Not whatever the outside is projecting into us. And roll the spine up slowly. We'll keep the eyes closed if it feels safe to do so. Bring those legs in, legs together, out in front of us. Feel moving in your bodies. Maybe adjust here, pulling flesh out from under the hips, flexing the toes, sitting up tall. Let your hands touch areas of your body, maybe your chest, your belly, your throat, giving yourself tender, caressing touch, eyes closed. Notice the areas that you wanted to touch. What's beckoning for you to come over? Me, me, me. Eyes closed, gaze within, and then breathe in. Maybe reaching the arms up. You don't have to. You can lift through your upper body without lifting the arms. Exhaling, folding into yourselves, legs as straight as you can, feeling the intensity of coming within ourselves. Bring some kindness into it. It's intense on its own. We don't need to add to it. Remember that caress. Maybe give yourselves a little bit more of that. Coming into an honest vision, an honest seeing of what is going on and of how we see ourselves, of who we truly are. And roll the spine up. Yoga is a huge practice helping us come into feeling and seeing who we truly are. Breathing in, lifting, eyes closed once again. Exhale, flowing forward. And find a little flow now. Rolling the spine up, lifting the head last. Observing our spinal column. What are we seeing about the vertebrae in our spine as we move forward and back? Feeling them lengthening, feeling the muscles around them, lifting them or lowering them. Feel your organs, see your organs. Can you see your lungs expanding? Can you see your diaphragm pushing your belly and your intestines down and up? Maybe you're experiencing all of this movement in colors, in textures and shapes. And then let the eyes slowly open for a few more cycles. Eyelids heavy, gaze into the back of your head, experiencing light spectrum outside of us, knowing that we can vary the intensity in our orbital field, our visual field. We can listen to what the eyes are telling us about the intensity that is being imposed upon them. And let's hold eyes open and look up. Breathe, eyes relaxed as we look up. And accept what we see when we lift our gaze. The simplicity of vision. And hands to the heart center. We'll come to lying down on our backs. And observe how you get there. And speaking of eyes, I took my glasses off, so even though I've got my giant new screen that I was like being all boastful about, I can't see, so hi. All right, eyes open and lower down, feeling the body giving the control that it can. Let the body give the control it can, and you see your way down. Feel it, lower it, let the body give the control it can. Laying the body down, reaching overhead. And just roll the neck left and right, eyes open. Relax the eyes, eyeballs heavy. What would that feel like? Eyeballs heavy. How does that affect your neck and shoulders? Neutral space, bringing the feet in without using the arms. Feel the body, pull the knees to the belly. Eyes open, straighten the legs up. And see your body reaching upward to the sky, reaching up to our aspirations through our legs, from beneath our legs. Point and flex. Maybe ankle rotations. Those are yummy, so I'm definitely in a nice yummy space. Try not to let any tension creep up to the neck and shoulders. Perhaps close the eyes if tension is starting to develop, and notice if that changes how much tension you have in the neck, head, shoulder area when you have the eyes open versus closed. Change direction of your rotation. Letting the knees come down to the belly. Letting the knees fall to the left, and just turn the neck and the head to the right. Eyes open. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax that gaze. Eyeballs heavy, eyelids heavy. Inhale back to center. Exhale, other side. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale to center. Exhale over. So taking the gaze opposite of the direction the legs are going. Being flexible and versatile in how we see things, going with the flow. Bringing it up and over. Visualize your spine. Let yourself see what's gripping and holding on. What's afraid, what's angry. And back to center. We'll bring the feet down, separate them a few inches apart, getting ready for a bridge. Arms still reaching overhead. Knees about 3 inches apart. Gaze toward the ceiling. Do not turn your head. Breathe in as you press down on the earth to allow the hips to rise. Feel the energy inside of you, the engine that's lifting it, the powering upward. Breath in, breath out, adding the back of your head to our root. Drawing vision down into the earth through the back of the visual field and lowering it down. What did we learn about how we power? Do we overpower? Is it more than what we need? Breath in and lift. Feel your hips allowing the movement. Trust what you're seeing about what's going on in your body. And if something is saying, I think I could do less, feel. Let feeling be a way that we see. And lowering it down. Good. Bottoms of the feet together. Knees falling open. We'll bring the hands together and rub them vigorously, getting them nice and warm. And we'll cup those hands over the eyes. So don't put any pressure on the eyes, just cup them over, letting that darkness kind of come over our visual field. Again, you could do it really lightly and have your fingers apart so that there's a lot of light coming through, or you could have it sealed so that it's nice and dark. What do you need? Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's massage the temples. Now massage the ridge of your eye sockets all the way around. Be kind. Notice any intensities. Good. We'll lengthen the legs out for Shavasana. If you would like to swing your legs up a wall, go ahead. Maybe you'd like to put a pillow or a bunch of blankets under your knees to let the legs relax and rest on a raised surface. I will guide us through a guided visualization in the Shavasana. So Take your time as you get yourself comfortable. Eyelids lightly closed if you like, or lightly open. You are in your body, safe on your mat, in an environment that you have made sure is safe for your spirit. Breathing in, breathing out. On every exhale, release the weight of your body into the embrace of the earth. Feel your rib cage melting into the mat. The flesh in the backs of your legs. See your physical body, your feet, soles of your feet, skin on your feet. See your legs, the contour of your calves, your knees. Feel the weight of the flesh. See your curves, the undulating movements around your flesh, coming up your thighs. And see your waist and your belly. See your spinal column. See the rib cage, the breast area, the backs of your shoulders. And the shape of your arms, the angle of them. See their color. See any movement in the hands and fingers. See all the way around your neck and throat. Can you see your heart beating at the notch at the base of your throat? See the skin around your jaw, your cheeks. See inside of your mouth, the spaces between your tongue, teeth and gums. See the swirls and curves in your earlobes. See your eyes, your eyelids, your forehead. See your hair and your hair follicles. Allow your gaze, your awareness to start to float just about 2 inches away above yourself, looking down at yourself. Stay close. Feel your breath as though you're fogging your own mirror. Look at your face as you meditate. Look at your chest as it breathes. Look at your clothing move. See your waist and belly. See your pelvis, the tops of your thighs. See the knees and the shins. Look at your feet, hovering a few inches away. Keep looking down at yourself as your awareness starts to float a foot away. See your body getting farther away from you, but feel your connection. Don't go beyond a safe distance. Stay as close as you need to feel connected. See your body lying on the mat, breathing. And allow your awareness to start to look around your room. Items on the floor, items on the wall, the amount of light. Notice the ceiling, windows, doors, other life forms. Bring your gaze back to your body, lying on the floor. Feel your connection. Let the heat of your spirit draw you nearer and nearer. Hover just above your skin surface, feeling your breath fogging the mirror of your own awareness. And allow your awareness to slip back into your body, looking upward and outward from within. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel your body accepting your awareness. Feel your body, your awareness sliding back into the body. Another deep breath in. Maybe stretch your awareness into the body, lengthening, reaching, pointing. Feeling the boundaries of the flesh. Wiggling toes and fingers, whatever your spirit wishes to express. Eventually coming upright to a seated space. Find a comfortable way of sitting. Single Om if you wish. Eyes open. Deep breath. Hands to the heart center. Hold an intention close to you so that any time you hold the Anjali Mudra today, tomorrow, throughout your lifetime, you're drawing that intention and that memory of that intention close to your heart. All of the light and love in me celebrates the same light and love that's in you. Inner peace and healthiness is our birthright. Namaste, everyone. Thank you all so very much for joining. I hope that there's some benefit to you from my sharing of my practice with you this morning. And thank you all so very much once again. It has been my honor to share. Peace. Namaste.